scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in a circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a Perk or Madison High. That is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all of it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty. Crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction.
That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and TrackRacer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This is tragic.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back for round 4 of the UES Group 2026 season of the OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by United Electrical and Central Solutions. Everything's simulated, TWR setups, 131 Web Radio Network, and here at Inside Lane Productions. Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, myself, Paul Jackson in the booth, and once again joining me tonight, James Watson. How you going, James?
I'm going all right. Can't wait for this one. I am always incredibly happy to come back to the Speedway. Indianapolis Motor Speedway is, of course, the most historic track in all of the racing world. It doesn't matter what we race here, it's always a spectacle. Not always the most exciting show, but it's always a spectacle no matter what, and tonight's going to be no different.
That's for sure, and Indy usually doesn't disappoint. We usually have some pretty green flag races, but we can see that yellow flag fly sometimes, and it's all about who's going to set the pace tonight and who's going to be able to keep up with that pace. So probably see the field stretch out a bit through the race, and who's going to take away the win tonight. But last week we were at Homestead, Miami, and Gary Wellman broke his draft, finally taking a win. Caleb O'Connor finding himself on the podium in second place, and Ruben Phelps with another podium there for 3 weeks, 2 wins in a row and a third place. So good start there. But we've got our championship points there at the moment, and Ruben Phelps currently sitting in first. Troy Davidson in second there. Perry Nastakis up 7 spots to third. So a big jump there. Peter Matson in fourth. Adam Malone fifth with Gary Wellman. So you can see there a big jump there as well for Wellman with 1 win up to equal fifth. Todd Maxfield, Matty Ray there, 7th. And Ryan Barber, Scott McClintock, your top 10. So all it takes is that one race and back in the mix of things there for the championship.
Absolutely. And you know, the last thing everyone wanted to see was the reigning champ finally get himself on the board and kind of turn around that less than stellar start to the season he was having.
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully tonight's the night for Andy Barber. We're holding our heads high for him, and hopefully he can break the drought now, and I'll have a good result here at Indy tonight. I know he usually has pretty good running here as well, so fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, you want to talk nightmare start to the season. It is definitely not what Andy had in mind so far.
Well, just having a bit of a squizzy through the practice session. That's one way to block the pit entry as well at the end of the practice session. But Peter Matson looking real quick out there in practice. The Barber's up there as well inside the top 5. So hopefully that'll continue over. Get some good qualifying results as we move over into our qualifying session. But for the viewers, everyone tuning in tonight, we have a giveaway. So I believe Kobe's chucked up a OzWheels car there as a little giveaway prize. So we've got that on screen for you there at the moment. And the old H Series Holden Monaro. So it looks pretty sweet, that one. And James, I believe you've got the key to winning that.
Yes, sir. We are going later on in the show. We are going to do a trivia question related to, of course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Indianapolis 500. Whoever can answer this question correctly will win the diecast car. Now, me being an IndyCar nerd, I had to rack my brain to figure out one that wouldn't be too much of a softball, but one that wouldn't be something only IndyCar historian Blowhard would be able to answer. So I think what I put together is a pretty good balance of the two. So I can't wait to see everyone's responses.
Alrighty, well, hopefully there's no Googling going on in the background, but
Yeah.
it might happen. But yeah, everyone tuning in tonight, get all your family and friends on board to the broadcast, and we will be asking that question through the race at some point in time. So stay tuned with us, and we'll pass that one to James when we're going to answer that question. So get everyone tuning in tonight, and we are here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for round 4. So not sure if we've got the Whirling Motor Group keys to the race. We can bring those ones up for everyone at home tonight. So we'll kick it off. Exit speed over entry. So Indy's oval demands smooth corner exits. Over driving will kill the momentum. And wheel spinning coming off the corners can cause a little bit of time loss there as well. And obviously got to watch out coming off of turn 4. We know people like to find that outside wall a bit there too.
Key number 2 is tire conservation. Indianapolis is notoriously tough on tires. Not in the same tier as like a Homestead, Darlington, Rockingham, but it's one of those sneaky tough on tires track that you always have to be careful about, especially with the high speeds and the dirty air, and of course it being a relatively flat track. So if you're over driving the entries, you're going to burn off that right front and you are going to be suffering.
Well, to note on that, we've seen some interesting strategies over the years. People just going for gold straight off the bat compared to others trying to look after that tyre conservation. We've seen some pretty big gaps come out as well in the field through that strategy, but sometimes the yellow flags come out and that strategy's gone straight out the window. So we'll see how everyone plays that one tonight. But the third key to the race, traffic and restart management. So again, if we do get that yellow flag flying, that's going to group everyone up, and obviously it's such a big track here when everyone's got their own strategy looking after those tires. They're going to be grouped back up and going to be a bit of a game changer in strategy. So we'll see how that plays out. But qualifying just wrapping up. We'll go to a quick ad break and then we'll be back with our starting grid.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight with us on Inside Lane Productions here for round 4 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and the starting grid has been set. So Ryan Barber taking the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid. So good job there from Junior, alongside with Ruben Phelps on the front row. Craig Roffey and Gary Wellman on the second row. Third row, Adam Malone and Kay Donnelly. Fourth row, Kim Roffey and Tom Pritchard. And the fifth row, Tony Roffey and Tyson Carey.
And on row 6, we have the 33 of Louis Bahajar and the 23 of Troy Davidson. Row 7 features the 90 of Nigel Patton and the 68 of Wesley Fugue. 16 of Todd Maxfield and the 194 of Andy Barber on row 8. Row 9 features the 023 of Shannon Wright and the 77 of Dan Blinn. Jake Atkinson in the 88 and Giuseppe Maiolo in the 992 round out the top 20. Nicholas Walsh in the 222 and the 34 of Jacob Dean on row 11. Caleb O'Connor in the 7 and the 022 of Barry Neal, row 12. Row 13 features the 83 of Matty Raymond and the 016 of Scott McClintock. And Peter Matson in the 173 rounds out the field for tonight's retro race at IMS.
I was just about to touch on that one. So you would have noticed a few different paints through that starting grid there. So the retro round here tonight, a few of the drivers got out some spray cans and painted their cars up quite nicely. So we quickly go through our driver picks here in the Everything Simulated booth tonight. We'll kick it off with Kobe Jordan before we go green.
Right, gentlemen, I'll keep this quick and good evening, viewers. I have sent my pick over to my lovely wife and let her pick tonight, and she has picked none other than Ruben Phelps for the win, trying to take a third win out of 4 for the season. I think he can do it, so I'm there in the corner with you, babe. Over to you, boys. Tell us who you got.
I went ahead and chose the number 3 of Adam Malone as my pick. He's the one receiving the Watson curse for tonight.
Alrighty, and I'm going back to back here. We went with Wellman. I know he has a pretty good run at Indy. His streak's pretty good, so hopefully he can get the job done here for us. But we're about to go green. 90 laps here for round 4 of the UES group. OzOvals V8 Supercar Series here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pace car is off. That green flag's about to drop. Ryan Barber, Ruben Phelps, and we're underway. Good jump there for everyone. Nice start. And Craig Roffey getting a good run into turn 1 behind Junior there.
Yeah. Ooh, got one car in the wall already. I think it's Fugue. A little bit of contact off of turn 2. Whoa, black flag for our point leader, Ruben Phelps.
Ooh, wonder if it's maybe a bad pass on the start, perhaps. Not too sure there. We might have to do some investigation. I'll go back and have a quick look at that one. But looks like he's bringing that car down pit road now.
Yeah, but if there's ever a track, you of course never want to get a penalty, but if there's one track that you're okay with it, it's here at Indy because you're not going to lose a lap serving it. So if we get a quick caution here, he's going to be not okay, but in much better shape and in a much better position than if it had happened anywhere, say, Charlotte, Kentucky, or so on.
Well, I think he just got the nose in front of Junior's car when we went green and he crossed the line just in front of it. Otherwise, I can't really see much else that would have brought that out. So, yeah, not much in it on that front bar to the line.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the restart zone, it's really touchy on the start. Oh, we got a car hard into the wall, Nigel Patton. We stay green, but that is a huge hit, although surprisingly no meatball.
I'll have to go to a replay, so I can have a look at this one. Ooh. Hard on those brakes. Big hit.
Yeah, contact with
one of the Simboys cars there. I think maybe Todd Maxfield, I'm thinking. That Fanta paint.
Yeah, as awesome and as gorgeous as these throwbacks are, it's gonna be a bit difficult for me trying to figure out who's who with the new paints.
Yep. I had to take a bit of a wild stab there. I knew it was a Simboys car. And yeah, at least Troy Davidson and Cade Donnelly stuck with their red and blue colors, but the Fanta one threw us off a bit. But, 4 laps in, a little bit of drama unfolded. Early laps. Ryan Barber out front there. Craig Roffey in second. Good to see Lewis Barger on the track, sitting in third at the moment. So, returning driver to round 4. And I think we got some new drivers in the field as well.
Yeah, I don't believe Atkinson is one that at least I can remember. Is you saw big wiggle from Andy right there down into turn 1 as Few gets the wall on exit of 1 again. Let me tell you, it is very easy to do that in turn 1. One of the most difficult things about Indianapolis is both ends of the track drive completely different, you know. Oh! Someone, I think there was big contact with whoever we were on board with. Yeah. See, that's the Fanta car again, Maxfield. I think he got into Few when we were on board with him. I think that might be about half a lap before incident in question. Yeah, because you see Few hit the wall right there. And then we go down here into turn 3, and this is where the contact's going to be. Yeah, no. Big dive into the corner from Todd, right into the back of Few. You can see pretty hefty damage on the right front of Maxfield's car. We see Bahajar side by side with Junior for the lead, and I'm sorry, Luz. I know you told us how to pronounce your name last season, but I have the memory of a goldfish as we are 3 wide, a little further back.
Well, as Junior would put it, it's a chicken burger, isn't it? But not able to make that pass on the outside, so he's looking at the inside this time. He's got Craig Roffey. Got past there, Craig Roffey looking back at the inside. And Lewis Barger's going to use that draft. He doesn't want to close that door when Roffey's got his nose in there. Would have spelt disaster for him.
See the huge draft. Look at the run that Lewis is going to get. That's the thing about Indy, such a high-speed circuit. But
the straights really help with the
Lewis
draft,
got the curb, and that's going to shoot him up a lane and a half, almost put him into the wall. And here comes Craig with the big run, going to be able to possibly complete the pass. No, yes, he will.
He'll get that done into the corner. A little bit further back, Tyson Carey just hanging out on the inside there. And looks like he's going to get a pass done. In one of the Southern Stars cars there. He's Andy Barber. And he's got Malone right in front of him.
But yeah, to complete the point from earlier, to me, it always feels like 3 and 4, the car tends to get through, you know, pretty stable. You don't really tend to struggle in it a whole lot. Goes through pretty nice. 1 and 2, that always seems to be the problem area to me. Turn 1 is always really tight. You're always having to fight the front end of the car, and that's why you see a lot of cars hit the wall going into the short chute between 1 and 2. And turn 2, the car always seems to get really loose. So it's jarring having to deal with the car do the opposite things in basically half a lap. So that's something that everyone is having to contend with. I think, obviously, I'm not talking about the V8 Supercar specifically, but in everything that I've driven, as you see, few get the wall again. Everything that I've driven here, it always seems to end up that exact way.
Yeah, well, I find with the supercar here, because I've done a couple of these in the older cars in previous seasons, and 1 and 2, like 1 you can come really fast into it, but you really got to manage your speed through mid-corner, because that's where you get a lot of tyre wear. If you come too hot and let the car use the tyre, you really need to manage the speed there. And sort of into turn 2, like it's a little bit weird. It's almost like I wouldn't call it a straight, but you've got a little bit more of a, I don't know, it doesn't flow into turn 2 as well, I find. But then when you got the power down on the back straight, and 3, again, 3's almost a short sort of corner, I find. That Lewis Barger is actually coming into pit road.
Yeah, he just typed down the in-race chat, got called into work, so he's having to retire. Unfortunate. He was having a heck of a run here to start.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Lewis on his debut race back with us. So hopefully we'll see him in the coming weeks. But yeah, back to turn 3, I find, yeah, sometimes it depends on the driver if they can nail turn 3 or if they really come in too hot, and you can make up a lot of ground through turn 3, I find. And then turn 4 is, yeah, the very questionable corner, as you see Scotty Mack in the background there, almost popping the wall. But yeah, turn 4 is one of those corners you think you've got the flow right, and you're flowing through it, and then you realise you've got too much speed on corner exit, and the wall's right there. So there's sort of nowhere to go but the wall.
Yeah, the flow turns into, oh, no. Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Well, I mean, for the driver in turn 4, they're all flow riders, aren't they?
Boo! Hey, I'm the one who makes them. I'm the one who makes the bad puns around here. Taking my job. I see how it is.
Not a fan of Flow Rider, eh? Maybe apple bottom jeans.
I'm fairly certain that was not a Flow Rider song.
Probably not.
I'm 90% sure that was Usher.
Nah. Apple bottom jeans, boots with a fur. I'm pretty sure that was Flow Rider. Definitely not Usher.
I'm gonna look because I think that was a long time before Flow Rider.
I'm pretty sure that was like his debut song that was like released that most people knew him by. But
oh my god, you're right. Huh.
I know my music.
Wow.
Things starting to drop out there for Wesley Fuge and Peter Matson and the following cars behind. So a little bit of a gap opening up to the rest of the field. Matson jumping to the front of this line. And Barry Neal just trailing off the back there. So this Barry's got a little strategy up his sleeve. Not sure what's going on there. Indy can have a lot of different strategies here. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But, still Ryan Barber at the front with Craig Roffey hot on his heels. Gary Wellman tucked in behind there as well.
Yeah, that's the thing about Indianapolis, and even with me being such a IndyCar historian, as far as actual on-track chaos and hard racing, you don't tend to find a lot of it. You did back in the DW12 era because of the fact that the cars were so high downforce that it just kind of turned it into a pack race. But with the IR18 after that, the IR05 before that, it was a lot more of a strategy-driven race. You know, trying to stretch the field, trying to cut out as many pit stops as possible, doing all the passing on pit road. And already it looks like this is what's starting to happen. And the field strategy is going to be interesting because this is a long race. We're almost half of the actual Indianapolis 500 race distance at 90 laps. So trying to stretch as much fuel as you can is going to be crucial. Though I don't know if you're really going to be able to cut out many pit stops, because from what I've seen as far as the fuel numbers we're given, about 20 laps or so, if that's correct. So you're not really going to be able to cut out any stops, but you're still going to be able to, you know, manufacture some track position by saving some more fuel and having to take less fuel at subsequent stops, which could very well be the difference from being in the middle of this long train of cars struggling to pass compared to being the car at the front of this long string of cars unable to pass.
Well, it's such a long pit stop as well, and that sweeping corner, you know, we've seen some cars, if they take the long way around the pit road, you know, you can lose a lot of time there. But if you take the shortcut off of turn 4 into the pit stop, we've seen a lot of people cop penalties in the past and even lock up, have a little bit of a spin out coming off the track into pit lane and stuff. So it's not an easy pit stop to nail each time here at Indy. So
no, and Kobe, which version of the Speedway is this? Is this NASCAR oval or open wheel oval? Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is NASCAR oval. And that's going to make pit stops even harder because the open wheel oval, the pit cones are about, I'd say, a decent bit down past the start of the pit road wall. So you have a lot more time to get your bearings together and start your braking. Where the NASCAR version, the pit cones are well before the pit road wall, so you have a lot less time to focus on getting the car woed up in time so you're not airmailing it and getting yourself slapped with a black flag. So that too is going to cause a lot of issues.
Yep, you basically come off turn 4 and it's like, surprise, there's a pit cone there. As you can see it there, half on the track. So you see that yellow cone before the pit wall. Matty Ray going for a big old swerve out there. Just trying to see what that draft's doing.
Oh,
Weston Carey giving the wall a rub.
Yeah, Matty did like an IndyCar thing, kind of jumping out, going way out, way up and down into the corner.
Yeah, we see some funny games like that, especially in the last few laps. Everyone trying to break the draft and swerving all over the front straight just to get any little edge they can. So you'll probably see a lot more of that snaking going on in the later end of this race.
Yeah, and even before that, because you oftentimes during the 500, you see them, regardless of if they're trying to defend position or not, you'll see them kind of come off the wall and run kind of around the middle third of the track. You know, you try to keep away from the wall, because I believe if I remember correctly, there's a bit of a side draft off the wall that kind of affects the cars. So you'll oftentimes see them kind of drive away from the wall on the straightaway and then cut back up on corner entry to straighten out the corner entry a lot better.
Yeah, I was just noticed in one of the cams just before. So Barry Neal slowly making his way through the traffic. So he's passed a couple of cars back there. So Weasley Fusions now drop right off. Got McClintock at the back of a 4-car train led by Barry Neal. So slowly trying to put the foot down and make up some ground now. But I think that's Daniel Blinker as well, just dropping off there in the background. So Matty Ray making the pass on Troy Davidson at the moment. Working his way through the field as well. He's got Caleb O'Connor in front, who's looking for a pass on Tony Roffey.
Now, another thing to keep an eye on, we're starting lap 23, so according to those numbers, everyone should have already pitted. So now this is changing things up as far as my calculation of the race, because now if you can stretch it to lap 30, then you're only going to make it a 2-stop race. So question is, how many people are trying to save fuel? Okay, so
look at that steering wheel there, James. About 12.5 laps. So not sure who's on board that was. Well, he's coming in. He's broken off.
Yep.
So, well, there you go. And Tyson
so maybe
Carey
that was
following in behind. So.
So maybe that was just 12.5 meters left. I think. I don't know. I don't know what meters are. Yeah, someone kind of clapped the wall on pit road entry.
I think that was Jake Atkinson there. So, not sure.
Yeah. Oh, he also got a black flag for that. Insult to injury.
Catch a replay on that one. Just have a look what happened there.
See,
a big lock-up for those pit cones.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have a lot of cars on pit road right now. Oh, boy, howdy.
That pit entry looking very congested.
Look at that. My God. Almost the entire field, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Southern Stars controlling that pit entry, weren't they? Well, Craig Roffey obviously saving a little bit of fuel sitting in behind Junior. And then you got Gary Wellman, Kay Donnelly still out there as well. With Caleb O'Connor. So definitely a bit of fuel saving going on even at the front of this field. So very interesting to see there.
Absolutely.
Craig Roffey, Kay Donnelly. Oh, whoa! Caleb O'Connor trying to get the slip on Kay Donnelly into pit road there, and a little bit of a squiggle there from Roffey in front of them. So everyone managed to pull it up, but Wellman's still out there.
Yeah, that was some hardcore fuel saving from Gary. These are a huge couple laps that he's able to stretch on everyone.
And have a look at that. He's got Matty Ray just in front of him there. So he might be able to even get the draft and use these lap cars to put a little bit of distance on everyone else. Help him get through that lap, maybe, if he's going to pit this time around. And Troy Davidson in this time, but Wellman's staying out for another lap. And looks like Caleb O'Connor got the slip on Kay Donnelly out of pit road there, so he made that pass through transition in pit lane. But they're all coming out together.
Whoa, big moves going on. Craig going way defensive here. There goes, I believe that's Andy who got the pass done. He's got the youngest barber right behind him. Now here comes Gary. Well,
lap 27. So not quite able to make that 30 mark.
No, but if he can continue to get at least similar fuel mileage, if this goes green all the way through, at the end of the pit sequence, the final pit sequence, he is going to have a massive gap with how much fuel he saved.
Well, have a look at that time to Adam Malone. It's quickly dropping, coming up 20 seconds behind, so probably pull out in the mix of things in the middle here. So, Southern Stars boys lined up pretty well at the moment. Adam Malone leading the pack and about to be the race leader. Andy Barber in behind, and Ryan Barber will be back there in fourth. So,
yeah,
definitely having a good
Craig
run.
is in the middle of one of the most confusing battles he's ever been, because He's stuck in between 3 of the same car.
Well, have a look at that where Wellman just popped out. So, sort of back just outside the top 10 now. And if you have a look where Junior come out as well, back and forth. So, it doesn't always pay to be at the front of the race here until that last pit stop. Like, you know, Ryan out the front, and he's sitting there in 4th, but he's still up there. But Wellman, you know, doing a lot of fuel saving, and that's dropped him back to 11th. So, going to have a little bit of work to do. He's going to have to burn a bit of fuel because there's a bit of a gap there back to Matty Ray at the moment. So, he's going to have to close that up. And even Matty Ray's got a little bit of a gap up there to Tom Pritchard as well. So, you have to close up those gaps, and won't be able to fuel save just yet.
Yeah, if you absolutely dominate here at Indy, chances are you are not the one that ends up taking home the Borg Warner. I remember back in 2011, Dario Franchitti led for what felt like at least two-thirds of the entire race, but when we got to the final pit stop, he was absolutely nowhere because of the difference in fuel, and the length in pit stop is worth 3 wide in turn 1.
Okay, Donnelly having a look. Junior popping out. Junior's going to get the raw end here.
3. Hoy. Oh, Tyson got the ball too, which nearly made things a heck of a lot worse. And with all this going on, this has lit Gary back into the lead draft. So he is stretched about 2 to 3 laps more than everyone else, and he's still in the lead pack. This is diabolical. Whoa! Oh boy. Matty Ray's spotter said clear, and Matty trusted him with his life. Holy crackers. Meanwhile, Donnelly and O'Connor, they are getting racy and aggressive, and this is helping Craig big time as he's able to get the pass done on Andy, and O'Connor trying to follow him through.
Things getting very spicy at the front. I wonder if there's a little bit of fuel saving trying to happen from Southern Stars. And
oh boy, we are 3 wide again for the lead.
Oh, contact, Donnelly.
Contact between Donnelly and Malone. And there's the Watson curse. Kind of. Oh boy. Then nearly some extra contact with the teammate as a cherry on top. Now Caleb O'Connor, he is now in the lead.
Only a third of the way into this race, and we're racing like it's last laps here.
No kidding.
On board with Wellman at the moment. Got Kim Roffey in front, so looking for a peak there. Look at that draft. Just pops out, and it's going to get that pass done on the inside of Kim Roffey. Nice and clean.
Now, the biggest difference of this track in the sim compared to real life is the fact that you're able to go side by side through the corners. You see during the 500 and oftentimes even in the Brickyard 400 for NASCAR, you don't typically go too wide through the corners because you have a lot of grip on the groove, or as much grip as you're going to get. But there is no grip outside of that groove. You have maybe half a lane of usable grip on the outside of the groove, and if you're any higher, you're going straight to the wall, and there is not a damn thing you can do about it. The stock cars can do that better, but in an Indy car, most of the time it's gonna end in you completely stuffing the car in the wall. But here, as you see, you can run that second line and even a third line without any issues, which does make the speedway on iRacing both better to drive and harder to drive, as you see Cade with big contact on the wall exit the one.
Well, on the iRacing service, it's definitely about trusting your fellow drivers next year out of those corners too. So, how much room are they going to give you and be nice, or are they going to stick you in that wall?
And because of the fact that this track is essentially flat, obviously there's some banking, but it feels flat. Sometimes you kind of don't know how much room and grip you're going to have on the corner exit until you get there. And so that's not the safest thing to do, because like you said, you're putting your trust into that other car, and sometimes that trust ends up misplaced.
35 laps in, there's Ruben Phelps in no man's land, so copping that black flag on the start of the race.
Yeah, he is still on the lead lap, but he has not gotten that caution he desperately needs, and obviously he's not been able to do any fuel save, just running all by his lonesome.
This is one track that the yellow flag's almost pretty hard to come out at sometimes. Like, we've seen some doozies here before, and the yellow flag still hasn't flown, but
yeah, there's a lot of runoff on the inside of this track, and because of that, tracks with a lot of runoff, getting yellows tends to be problematic, because if it's on the apron, iRacing isn't going to do anything about it. So you need an actual crash and one to stay on the racing surface, or at least close to it. Like I've seen many a time someone completely eat the wall, exit of one, go down to the inside of the track and stay there, but get the caution is a big move down into turn one. Tyson Carey sent it, he sent it up into the wall. Oh, he's gonna get the wall. Oh boy. Yep, he nearly completely illustrated what I was just talking about right there.
Quick, Cobes, get the foot cam. Oh, he's driving in the dark, we hear, so maybe that's why. Needs the headlights on that supercar. Seppi Maiolo there, side by side with Andy Barber. Yeah, it's going to slot in behind there, just in front of Kim Roffey. Right. Ryan Barber looking for the race lead once more. And Caleb O'Connor in the wall. Bit of a squeeze.
Thankfully, Caleb's car doesn't seem too worse for the wear. It was honestly a lot less contact than what we've seen before. Like, we've seen a few cars really smack that wall. See, here comes Matty Ray up into the top 5 now.
Well, Cobes, Sarah's begging for the foot cam.
Yep.
Yeah. Pay the power bill. Well, there's the foot. He's wearing socks by the look of it. On that brake.
And black socks.
Oh, look at that. There's the brake footwork and easy on the gas.
This is the foot equivalent to wearing your sunglasses at night, apparently.
If there's no power bill to be paid and you got no lights, maybe you can install a neon for next week or something, Tyson.
Whoa!
Well, went a big swerve out on Tyson Carey for a pass on the inside. Andy Barber looking to follow through. Running too wide, just back a little bit at the moment. Andy Barber simply Milo through on Tyson Carey. And here comes the snake trying to break up that draft. Junior doing a bit of weaving. I always wonder that here, especially at Indy, that it hinders you more than it actually helps in breaking the draft. Because you're swerving all over the place, back and forth when you're looking in the mirror. And I reckon you lose a little bit of time doing that.
You do, but the sad thing is that it is, it's not fast, but it is effective in slowing up the run that the car behind is gonna get. Like, you see it in the closing laps of the 500. It really does work. You can see the run kind of slow up as the car behind isn't able to get the full draft, the full suck, if you will.
Well, we'll probably start seeing pit stops once more and another handful of laps. So we might go to a quick ad break. We're about to hit halfway soon. So we'll go to a quick ad break. And everyone tuning in at home, make sure you are watching that broadcast for when we come back. So don't go away.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for round 4 of the United Electrical and Essential Solutions OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. And we are about to hit the halfway mark, currently led by Caleb O'Connor and Junior Ryan Barber there in behind. Things spicy at the front there between them and Craig Roffey. Junior looking for a pass down the front straight there. But it's time. Everyone tuning in at home. So thanks for watching tonight and tuning in. And we have our giveaway time. So I'll pass you over to James there. And you could be one of our lucky winners to win that OzWheels car there that Kobe's giving away. So take it away, James.
All right. In the history of the Indianapolis 500, there is nothing more significant and iconic than the Four Timers Club. The question is, what is the Four Timers Club and who are the members?
Hey, that's almost a double question there. The Four Timers Club and the members.
Yes, sir.
I'm already scratching my head here. Google's screaming at me, but we'll see. We'll see those answers come in and see if anyone knows without Google. Definitely, Kobe. Definitely Google. I would be. Well.
Oh no, Kane on the grass! Oh, he's gonna gather it back up somehow! No one ends up turned around or in the fence from that. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are gonna be 3 again for the lead. Oh my god!
I can't remember the last time I've actually seen a battle like this at Indy. Usually the whole field just gets stretched out and there's only a few cars in the mix. But this is just insane. We're going 3 wide again coming up to turn 3.
And Junior's got to back out because he is given the command. He is coming in this time.
Yeah. He's coming down pit road there.
See Tyson Carey also coming to pit road. Oh, he gets the wall on the inside.
A couple of other cars joining. Barry Neal, Peter Matson, Tony Roffey. And looks like we've got one of the first answers coming through there, James.
So, is there a specific time that we have to wait before I say who's right, or are we gonna announce it the moment someone gives the right answer?
Well, I mean that's your choice there. Maybe we draw it at the end of the race, but keep everyone guessing. Let everyone else have a chance to put their answers in as well.
I will say I'm not saying anything, but the Biggie Bear had just answered it, and they are missing the half of it. They named people. They named who they thought are in the club, but don't forget, you also have to specify what the club is.
Well.
But not saying if that answer is correct or not yet.
I was going to say potentially only half an answer. You could copy that, but it could be wrong as well.
Yeah. Yes, it is half an answer. Not sure if it's the right answer. It's just half an answer for now.
Well, still open for anyone at the moment. So, more pit stops happening. Caleb O'Connor, big lockup coming in there. Oh, is that someone in the wall?
We got a caution. Giuseppe Maiolo was around. I
smashed straight into the pit wall, I think. Might have to go to a replay on that one. Oh, he lost it. The car went sideways on him.
Back on the track. Oh.
Oof. Ooh-wee. Well, that's going to change up some positions now. There's a lot of cars a lap down at the moment. But most of them will get their lap back. So I think the field's going to be a bit shaken up, though. Lap 50 of 90. So we're still going to need a pit stop after this one. Not quite able to make it home. There's going to be cars down a lap. This is going to be interesting.
Yes. And also, I have one more question to ask Biggie Bear. You mentioned Al Unser, but which Al Unser? Is it Al Senior or Al Junior?
Well, James is definitely making you work for that prize tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, what can I say?
On a Sunday evening and everyone's busy doing their homework. Well, see some full fuel tanks now. Still going to need a pit stop. But, we'll go to a quick ad break while we're under yellow, and we'll come back with you in a minute.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 4 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. We are back under green, and Caleb O'Connor getting a nice jump. Matty Ray up to second in the mix of all those Southern stars there. Tom Pritchard finding his way into the top 5 as well with Adam Malone and Andy Barber. And Matty Ray glued to the back of Caleb O'Connor there. Popping out to the outside. That 3 wide, Craig Roffey's coming through. He wants to be back out the front once more. And that yellow flag, caution, probably a bit of a saving grace there. So Ruben Phelps should be back in the pack once more. So we'll see how that works out for Rubes now, but Craig Roffey going for the lead. He's going to wash up a little bit high right in front of Caleb O'Connor. And that's going to drop O'Connor back a little bit too. So Andy Barber through. A bit of a wall rub there on the exit too. Troy Davidson coming through as well, I think. Troy Davidson moving up to second now. He wants some time at the front. And I think James is just taking care of some race control business at the moment. So you're all stuck with me for now. Block your ass. Or we could unmute Kobe, but I don't think Kobe will unmute.
Oh! Contact between Matson and Tony Roffey.
Well, he's Matty Ray dropped right out of that, doesn't he? From up at second back into the almost middle pack again.
Yeah, not a great last couple laps for Matty though, after getting himself up towards the fray.
Again, I wonder if it's a little bit of strategy. We know we need one more fuel stop, so trying to position your car where you want to be and save that fuel and try and make the most of your time now to gain that later on when you need that final pit stop. Meanwhile, everyone just wants to race at the front here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to save anything at this point.
No, Troy Davidson now glued to Craig Roffey's bumper and Andy Barber behind. They were both looking like they wanted to pop out, but both decide to sit there. So Caleb O'Connor on the outside of Wellman at the moment. Adam Malone on the outside. And Peter Matson, I think, coming through on the inside now, making a bit of a run. Just looking back through the field a bit, I think Jake Atkinson missing the whole front bumper on this car. I'm not sure where that one's gone.
Yeah, because he didn't lose it when he had his issues on his first stop. So something else happened that we did not see that turned his car into a modified, or keeping with the theme, one of the early cars that raced the speedway that did not have front wings.
Well, I reckon I actually spotted that when we went green, so it's either happened before the caution or through the caution, so not too sure. But Peter Madsen through for the race lead.
Actually, he is a lap down, so that is him getting back on the lead lap. This is the battle for the lead here.
Troy Davidson then through for the race lead.
Oh, there's contact between Tony Raffi and, I think, Ryan going into turn 3.
Close to that wall again.
See, here comes Ruben trying to stuff it on the inside of Cade, and Donnelly says no. Oh, and I think Tony got the wall hard. Oh, we're a 3 wide right now. Phelps is gonna get by. As Donnelly and I can't quite tell.
Maxfield through the inside there.
Yeah, and Kim Raffi. Phelps, now that he's finally back in the fight, he is making some serious ground.
Well, he's been given a gift, and he's using it. That yellow flag, helping out our race or championship leader. So he's not going to waste that one. He's been granted that gift of the yellow flag and back in this race.
Yeah, he's driven it back up into P8.
Andy Barber through now to our race lead. He's got that pass done on Troy Davidson.
And honestly, this is helping them a little 90, bit, having Peter Matson in the front, because you can
save a bit of fuel.
Go on, Paul.
But he doesn't want to. he's like, no, you guys can burn all your fuel. I'm going over here. Well, pit window's open now. We can, well, not quite. Maybe another lap or two, and then we could pretty much make it home from here. So, yeah, give another couple laps, and yeah, we should be able to make it home from what numbers we saw with Wellman. So I think he pitted around 27 laps. So for those further back in the field that's doing a bit of fuel save, that window's almost opening.
And real quick, I will announce the winner at lap at the end of lap 70. So when we have 20 to go, that's when I will announce the winner of the trivia contest. So get those answers in now, folks.
Cool. Ooh.
Oh, Peter Madsen in the wall! Oh my lord.
Not what you want to do when you're hanging on to that lead lap and in front of the whole field.
Yeah, I don't think it was the hardest of contact, but the big move he made after, I think, made everyone need new shorts after that. Lord knows I need new shorts after that.
Well, they'll be stuck in those shorts until they get their race suits off.
The Tony Stewart at Watkins Glen classic. Meanwhile, here comes Phelps looking to make it 3 wide for second.
Yeah, he's moving on through. Ryan Barber at the front now. So Southern Stars have been looking strong all night. They want some podium spots there for the team.
Yeah, they have 3 of the top 5 and got Tom Pritchard just a couple spots behind that. Nearly have the entire organization in the top 5.
Phelps is making that pass on Junior now. Now he wants to lead this race after that start. That was our pole sitter in front row, Ryan Barber, Ruben Phelps, and they're back at the front side by side once more. So what do they usually say? It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Absolutely. She's not even close to warming up at this rate.
Big question is, when's everyone going to pit? Do they pit early? Are they going to all pit together, or who's going to undercut? Who's going to overcut? Are they going to run the tank dry? Oh, Kay Donnelly in the fence.
Yeah, it just depends on what you find the most valuable. I do think, obviously, I always try to go for the overcut whenever I can. So I'm always a bit biased in this discussion. But it's only going to be a difference of a couple of laps. So I just can't imagine that the overcut is going to be that big of an advantage compared to somewhere else where we'd be able to go another 10 laps further than where people would be pitting. That to me is when the overcut is at its strongest. Pritchard hard into the wall. So with the differences in laps being so small, I really think the undercut might be the way to go here because of that.
Well, there'll probably be some teamwork come into play, I reckon, if we're going to see anything happen. I think with the Southern Stars lined up 2, 3, 4 at the moment, that they're probably all going to come in together and try and get the jump on the rest of the field, work those 3 cars together, and if Tom Pritchard can catch up on that one as well, then they've got a pretty strong 4-car team that they can get that work going. But O'Connor and Donnelly
giving the squeeze. Oh boy. Yeah, to continue your point, Paul, I don't know if that's necessarily something I want to do, though. You know, teamwork at a traditional draft track, yes, that is a great call, but considering how narrow this pit road entry is, I don't know if it's that smart or safe to try to go with a group of cars if you can help it, just because of the fact that you have nowhere to go if something goes wrong. You know, we saw it with Maiolo. He was about to run into Matty Ray, so he got on the brakes harder and locked the rears because he had nowhere else to go, because it was either hit Matty Ray or hit someone else that was basically right in front of Matty Ray. So to me, you're almost losing more time the more cars that you pit with on a pit entry like this.
Well, the benefit that these guys have, though, is that they're all going to be communicating to each other, whereas Matty Ray and Maiolo wouldn't have been in the same chat. Yes, they can broadcast it on the iRacing chat there, but that only goes so far. And, you know, whereas your team, you're all going to be communicating to each other, they can probably time it well. And obviously you're not going to go full send into your teammates either. So there's that benefit there that they, you know, work together to try and get that. So don't know, we'll see how things play out in the next sort of 15-20 laps, I guess. Well, they're not going to make it that far, so 10 laps, I'd say.
Yeah, that caution has definitely helped everyone save quite a bit of fuel, because they're trying to think, when did we end up going back green here?
I think it was maybe around 50 or so, because I think they're going to be about 10 laps, 15 laps short. So I would say those pit stops are probably going to happen within the next 5 laps.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably spot on that. Whoa. Little bit of touching between Matson and Caleb O'Connor.
See a little bit of gap opening up here as well between Phelps and the Barbers and Malone. So maybe they're working on that pit stop strategy now, just opening the gaps up a little bit, give those cars a bit of room so they can get pulled up in time for pit entry.
Meanwhile, it is the end of lap 70, so it's time to crown a trivia winner. The answer to the question is the Four Timers Club are those who have won the Indianapolis 500 4 times, which is the most anyone has won. And there are 4 men who are a part of that club: AJ Foyt, Al Unser Sr., Rick Mears, and the most recent one to join, Elio Castroneves in 2021. So it is essentially a 4-way tie for the most Indianapolis 500 wins in history. Biggie Bear named all 4 because he did clarify that he did mean Al Sr. So Biggie Bear is the winner of the trivia contest. Hey, if you jump in the Discord, we'll pull you up for a quick interview.
Well, jump in the green room there if you're on the Discord, and we can bring you up into the Everything Simulated booth for a quick chat and announce that prize to you. But the lap car there with no bumper. Jake Atkinson just getting out of the way there as the field comes flying on past, and a few almost unaware of that, doing a bit of a swervy into the corner. And Phelps is on pit road. And Barry Neal decided to join there with Phelpsy. So pit stops are starting. 2 cars making the jump. Looks like maybe Tyson Carey in the background there as well. Barry Neal the first in
it in next lap. Meanwhile, look at this. The Barbers are battling hard for the race lead still. Craig give it a huge shove to Andy down into 3. Oh, and Andy's bringing it in. Oh, we're going to have a lot of people bringing it in. Kate just said he's pitting 2.
There's half the field. There's contact. The Barbers and Roffey. Door bashing into pit road.
Yeah, Malone gave him a little bit of an inadvertent hip check on the way with an apology. Wow, black flag, Barry Neal.
I was going to say, he's been sitting in pit road for a very long time. Well,
right now, the lead is
Ruben Phelps
O'Connor.
Come out of that one.
Yeah, that's going to be the big test of the race is O'Connor, Raymond, and Kim Roffey currently still out on track.
Oh, Matty Ray into the wall out of 4 as well.
All right, here comes the mass exodus off of pit road. Here comes Phelps.
Well, Phelps has got the track, he's got the speed, so he's going to be cleaning up. Side by side there with Wellman just in front. He's got Wellman. So I think he's going to slide into maybe about 3rd there. 3rd or 4th. So pretty good stop there for Phelpsy.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, right now they are up
Malone though.
Just barely. Yeah, Malone is well ahead of Barber and Phelps, and he's still, I think, within the draft range of Craig. So they're going to have to work together to try to run these 2 down.
I was going to say, and they've both pitted, haven't they? So see where O'Connor and Raymond come out in pit road at the moment. And I reckon they're going to get put back into the midfield here. Probably in the top 10 sort of area. So there goes the field now. So you can see out the back of Matty Ray's car. There's Roffey and Malone. And they won't be up to speed yet with another slow corner as well before they hit the track. Actually, not as bad as I thought there. So I'm kind of giving a bit of room there for Ryan Barber. And Matty Ray slotting in an 8th. So pretty good there for O'Connor.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well for them. Yeah, you saw Caleb just shoot up about a lane or so going into turn 3. Tires not warmed up, and that cost him the spot to Phelps. They might have to work together a little bit. Here comes Ryan Barber to the inside of his teammate. Here we go. The pack has caught up.
Ruben Phelps on the line, but Roffey popping out to block that run.
Oh, and he's still going defensive. Ooh. Ooh. Phelps almost going on the
outside
grass, trying to avoid it.
Get shut off.
Oh my God. Gary Wellman was definitely considering taking it 4. Here we go. 3 wide.
The old defensive
Phelps.
blocking. The old defensive blocking just allowing those cars behind to get back in the mix of things there, and yeah, getting a bit hectic.
Yeah, and the patience is gonna wear out pretty quickly. You can get away with that in an Indy car, not quite in a V8 supercar with bumpers that are very effective.
Wellman to the inside of Phelps at the moment.
That wasn't a good corner from Phelps. He's lost a lot of momentum, and he's going to lose a couple spots because of it.
Wellman getting a big run. He's making the moves on Caleb O'Connor as well. He's going to get that pass done, moving up to 3rd now. Can get the push from the Mustang there. From O'Connor. O'Connor to the inside, looking to get that spot back off Wellman.
Yeah, things are so close between Wellman and O'Connor.
It definitely looks like that inside line's where you want to position your car for those corners. You can block that inside run pretty good. Doesn't look like the outside's got much of a run. Oh, no!
Oh, there's contact! Oh, O'Connor hard up into the outside wall! Oh! That car is toast! Good Lord. Wow!
We've got a replay on that one. That just happened in an instant. O'Connor on the lost the rear. Big lockup.
I think he might have money shifted, because that was a big plume of smoke, and that looked like it came out the center of the rear. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Just second.
Wow. Well, I think it's safe to say that Caleb is using an H pattern, because yeah, it's not possible to do in the sequential. Wow, that is the money shift to end all money shifts right there. That is rough, because O'Connor was definitely one of the big contenders in this win.
Well,
apparently he said his shifter broke.
Ooh,
yeah, that makes a lot more sense, because I didn't. It was a surprise to me that they were shifting.
Yeah, well,
wow.
It went down, like it just scrolled straight down, like through the gears, but to second. So, yeah, unfortunate there. That was a pretty strong run from Caleb O'Connor all night. So, unfortunate there. He's looking pretty strong for another podium this week.
Yeah, he did well despite that to at least keep that a single car incident. But yeah, that is a huge bummer for Caleb.
Well, under 10 to go when we go green. It's going to be anyone's race now. So you think, Kobe? Kobe saying that's our last yellow, but
yeah,
I thought you said it was.
Yeah, that I'm with you, Paul. That's what I thought I heard too.
Yep. Oh, I could have sworn he said that's our last yellow, and I'm like, no, that's not.
Yeah, I'm like, that is one heck of a take there, Chief.
Well, it's been said, so whoever brings out the yellow is getting a week off. Maybe not that harsh, but
just a stern talking to. might even have a little bit of a finger wag. Might be that severe of a punishment, but we'll see.
A finger wag, eh? That's going to be a hard one to accept, I think. I can just imagine someone sitting there on a seat with Kobe standing over them, waving his finger at him, and
like, no, bad.
Well, bit of a mix-up there. You got two Chevys and a Ford on the podium. Scattered through the field there, so not no dominant sort of manufacturer tonight. But Chevy been looking pretty strong. We haven't really seen much of the Ford towards the front besides Adam Malone. Tyson Carey early on, but otherwise you probably could say it's been a bit of a Chevy Dom race. But we'll see what's in the bag of tricks for Gary Wellman, Troy Davidson sitting in there.
Yeah, so the thing is, there's a lot of sim boys up here in the top 10.
Well, pace car lights are off here. Final formation lap. Pace car will be pulling in.
We're going to have 7 laps to go when we go back green.
So at least 2 or 3 cautions.
Yep. How many green white checkers? 3. Yep, we're gonna need every one of them.
Well, Ryan Barber going to be taking us to green once more. Craig Roffey alongside Gary Wellman, Troy Davidson, the second row, Ruben Phelps, Kate Donnelly, the third row. Then Adam Malone, Andy Barber, Matty Ray, and Tom Pritchard. Your top 10 coming into this restart. Once again, Sim Boys towards the front, Southern Stars a little bit further back, but Ryan Barber at the front. So let's see what Southern Stars can do to try and ensure those cars are on the podium. Pace car off. Peter Matson already having a look, but green flag is dropped and we're away once more. Craig Roffey already on the block on Wellman.
Whoa!
Oh, there's contact. Wellman's
he's
Roffey
still trying to
sideways.
save it.
The champs
And here
not
comes
having any of
Phelps.
that.
Oh, we got cars on the wall in the back. Oh,
Oh, no. I think Jacob Dean's around.
Yeah, Jacob was actually the innocent bystander in that one. Looked like the it was one of the orange symbols. I think it might have been Nicholas Walsh got into Tyson Carey and got into the wall and bounced back into poor Jacob.
Yep.
And bink and bam. Ah, just nothing you could do if you're Dean.
Well, what I want to look at a little bit further back was, yeah, Wellman and Roffey there. Right. That little bit of a block, and I think Wellman wasn't happy with that one. Got into the back corner of Roffey. See if we can catch a replay on that one as well. There's the restart. I'm getting away nicely. And then Roffey had a bit of a gap there. Chucked the blocker on. And Wellman wasn't having any of that. And found the rear of Roffey. So...
Yeah, see Phelps, Johnny on the spot, able to slip through as all that was going on.
Well, that's one way to make up a couple of spots, isn't it? And then
yeah.
Waste another couple laps. Edging closer to that checkered flag. Looks like Kay Donnelly coming down pit lane. And doing the old faggy. Well, we might go to a quick ad break while we've still got the pace car lights on. 5 to go. So, be another 2 laps around here. So, we'll go to a quick ad break and we'll come back in just a minute.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian-owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and once more thanks for tuning in tonight with us on Inside Lane Productions for the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series round 4 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 4 laps to go out of 90 here. Pace car about to pull off, and Ryan Barber alongside Gary Wellman going to be taking us to green once more. 4-lap dash to the finish. Everyone's hungry for a win here at Indy. And Junior getting a great start there. Ruben Phelps getting a pretty good run. Wellman just closing that one off.
Wow.
Just giving the wall a bit of a rub. Sparks flying there. Cade Donnelly trying to come through on the inside.
Hi. Cade and Craig side by side together. This certainly has never ended poorly at any other time before. Yep, they absolutely love each other, those two.
Oh, it's contact!
No! Oh, no! This is a big one! Oh my god!
It is the big one.
That nuked almost the entirety of Southern Stars.
Well, even though we're not at a super speedway, I kind of hate to say it now, but finally the big one I've been waiting for. That's a massive crash there.
One more hit to Shannon for good measure.
I don't even know where we start to unfold that one. Cars everywhere.
Yeah, there was contact with Craig in one of the stars. I want to see if it was netcode, because it really didn't seem like it was that hard a contact to get Craig as sideways as it did.
Well, I'm going to hit the rewind on my iRacing and go have a look at that one. While you guys are got the replay on. So there was a little bit of contact at the front there from Wellman and Junior. Junior got a little bit loose, but then just behind them, another Southern Stars, the 194.
Yeah,
Stars car in Roffey.
Unfortunately, Andy Barber's nightmare start to the season continues. Yeah, there's definitely contact. It was just got him at the perfect angle to just completely kick the rear out. And then just I think Malone just couldn't check up in time. Gets into Andy and knocks him back up into Craig, and then all hell breaks loose. Well, green white checker number 1.
How many yellows did we say? 3?
Yeah, right around that. So I hope everyone fueled for green white checkered, or 2,
or 3. We might need him. Well,
And you see, Phelps was able to get by Ryan when he had his issues. So the points leader be restarting on the front row here.
Well, definitely a good spot to be at the moment, right at the front. But got a big pack of angry drivers behind you. So, Wellman looking for that back-to-back win. Last week at Homestead, Miami. My pick of this evening as well. So, for me, hopefully he can bring that home.
And Tom Pritchard did end up making it through that wreck without any damage, it looks like. So it did not nuke most of Southern Stars. It only took out half the team. So that's kind of better. I don't think that's going to help them through that.
Yeah, some probably unhappy drivers there with that one. But what do? Move on to next week.
Yep.
Well, pace car lights off once more. So, making their way around again. Barry Neal coming out of pit road. So, maybe a bit of a top up there. Jeez, the front of Peter Matson's car just bouncing along the road there. Oh, the wheel. The wheel. Look at the front right wheel.
Well,
that's got to be a meatball on that car. How? If that's not, then yeah, I don't know. Ooh-wee. Well, it's going to make an interesting restart, but here we go. He's coming off. He's following the pace car.
Craig Roffey also has no rear bumper.
Well, have a look at this. Phelpsy's sitting right back. He doesn't want no black flag this time. So, Wellman getting a real good jump.
Oh my goodness, Gary Wellman black flag. Oh, if you're Ruben Phelps, the restart. Oh, Matty ran up into the wall, but if you're Ruben Phelps, the restart zone giveth and the restart zone taketh away. But because of that, he is losing spots. Ryan gets ahead and Cade gets ahead, and here comes Troy Davidson. Meanwhile, essentially, Ryan Barber is taking over the lead of this race.
I want to know how Wellman got a black flag out of that.
Yeah, I don't know. And there he goes in to serve it.
Well, 2 laps to go. Junior's out the front, got a nice little gap, half a second. White flag is flown. So, Cade Donnelly got to try and close up half a second to Junior. Ruben Phelps has to hold off Troy Davidson, Tyson Carey. Junior's looking good to bring this home for the team. The gap slowly closing to Cade Donnelly. He's going to have the draft. And
going to try and pull the Sam Ornish.
He's got the run. Can he get the pop out? Side by side.
Oh, and it's Junior!
.028. Couldn't quite get that run done. So, Junior taking the checkered flag for Southern Stars. I'm sure there's going to be some cheers from that team for that one.
A 3 wide photo finish for the win.
To replay for that finish. Okay, Donnelly out of 4, looked for the pop out, and Junior moving over, looked for the switchback, but couldn't quite get the run on the wall side. So I don't know if he, I don't know if James, if he went to the inside wall, if that would have helped a bit more.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Cade didn't try to side draft a little more. I think if he had given Junior one good side draft, that might have been a difference.
Well, Junior's going to light those rears up.
Yep, he's going to be kissing the bricks at the end of this one.
Very close to that inside wall then. Well, the celebration moment there for Ryan Barber, round 4 race winner here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll go to a quick ad break, and we will come back with our official results in just a moment, and we'll get our drivers up in the booth here with us as well. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 4 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. And we have our unofficial results there. So Ryan Barber, round 4 race winner here at Indianapolis. Cade Donnelly joining himself on the podium in second, and Ruben Phelps now 2 for 2 and third on the podium. So 2 for 2 in first and 2 for 2 in third. So I wonder if he can do 2 from 2 in second in the next 2 weeks, James. But Tom Pritchard coming home fourth, Tyson Carey in fifth, Troy Davidson sixth, Matty Ray seventh, Adam Malone eighth, Nicholas Walsh ninth, and Daniel Blinker your top 10.
And we have Kim Rafi in 11th, Shannon Wright in 12th. Gary Wellman drops down to 13th because of the late black flag for jumping the start. Apparently he had launched before the restart zone, according to what he told us. So that's a huge loss of points for him. Craig Rafi 14th, Barry Neal rounding out the top 5, and then we have Tony Rafi, Jacob Dean, Scott McClintock, Todd Maxfield, and Peter Madsen rounding out the top 20. And Jake Atkinson, Andy Barber, Caleb O'Connor, Giuseppe Maiolo, Wesley Fugue, Louis Bahajar, and Nigel Patton rounding out the field.
Alrighty, well, we make our way over to the TWRS Victory Lane interviews now, and kicking off in third place, we got Ruben Phelps. How you going, Ruben?
How's it going, Paul? But again, I'm here.
Somehow, by the grace of God's gift, that yellow flag flew, and after a start on lap 1 that saw you get a black flag, you managed to come back on the podium.
Yeah, that was very interesting what happened. Felt like I was behind Ryan the whole time, but gave me a black flag for passing the leader at the, as it is, being second place, passing the leader. But I was like, oh, black flag, came in straight away. Now the race is going to go green, and it did for a good portion of that. So I was like, oh yeah, I knew what type of race this is going to be. But thankfully, it seemed like I had the speed, and I was still going fast in the leaders periodically. So it sort of kept me on the lead lap, and just sort of waiting for a caution to come out. Unfortunately, it happened when I was in the pit lane, but it still worked out in the end.
Yeah, it only looked like it was the front lip of your bumper. It wasn't by much that you're in front of Junior there on that start. So, unfortunate there. But, kept the car out of trouble by just running around by yourself. And, good indication, get a feel for the car on your own as well. No one else around. So, did you pretty well there. And when you were back in the field there, you came through on a bit of a charge as well. So, you had a good run getting through the field there.
Oh, exactly. Like even that restart just after that caution that changed or got me back in it. I think I restarted like 16th and somehow went past everybody, ended up in first. I know there was people probably cruising and trying to look after the tyre, which is understandable with the way it was sort of played out tonight, but it seemed like I could still sort of run fast and keep the tyre underneath me, and save gas, because but that's pretty much all I did, and got track position, and then caution after caution, and every time I was there, everybody seemed to part C's in front of me, and and then that final restart, I think Gary must have got a black flag for restarting too early, because there was a line that was there to use, and he took off just before it, and that could have been what set him off there.
Yeah, we did bring him up into the booth just for a quick chat to find out what happened, and there's a restart zone, which even I didn't even notice that until it pointed that out. So there was a little orange sort of almost box on the wall either side that or painted line on the wall, I should say, that makes a bit of a box, and you can start inside that box. So jumped a bit early on the gun there, and unfortunately copped a black flag for it. So unfortunate there, But no, good run for yourself tonight there, and we'll let you have a shout out for your sponsors.
Of course, you guys for putting the broadcast on. Of course, the SRM Australia of Matty Ray there. Of course, James Watts with TWRS as our main sponsor if you want to get setups. Of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut 6 Sticker Co., Moondog, and our two charities of Tears Tourette's Australia and Australia Alopecia.
Alrighty, well done for taking third place and on the podium once more, 4 weeks in a row on the podium. So definitely a change from last season. So doing well there. Hopefully that'll continue for you.
Well, my luck is going to change. I feel like I thought it was going to be tonight. So I guess I'll see you next week.
We will. The chair's already got your name stitched in the back of it. So we'll see you then.
See you guys.
Alrighty, James, we'll hand over to you for second place.
Alrighty, Kay, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Copy.
Well, how about it? First of all, that was just a hectic race out there. Take us through your night. Were you expecting Indy to race like this?
Hectic. You said it all, mate. It was hectic. It was just bumpy and grindy and just, it wasn't. It was okay. It was actually surprising. I thought there would have been more yellows, to be honest, but it was definitely bump and grind, that's for sure.
Yeah, we saw you get bodied out there. We saw you doing some of the bodying. It was just a lot of contact, especially on corner entry.
Yeah, it was kind of like, if you're gonna cop it, I'm gonna give it. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Yeah, and take us through that final lap. What was going through your mind as Junior was starting to pull away a little bit there on the back straightaway?
I thought I would have closed him down, which did happen, but he just sort of put the block on and I couldn't, and it just killed the momentum. And I went again to the outside just to see if it had anything left in it, but it was just too slow to come past. Yeah, so.
Now, I noted that I was a bit surprised we didn't see one more side draft from you, as you guys were basically just a few feet away from the finish line. Was the side draft not really all that effective tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't the draft. Yeah, the side draft was not great. Here, it is there, but it's not as strong as other tracks. And I didn't, to be fair, I didn't want to go getting too close and have us both in the wall over the line or something stupid. So I was just happy for running it out and seeing if I could snag it, and if I couldn't, well, I'm happy to take second.
Absolutely, it was a fantastic run for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, just the usual, mate. To the Sim Boys, of course, and Hot Toddy's Heating Installs, and United Electrical, to Kobe and yourselves for putting on the broadcast. And yeah, keep it up. It's good.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Caden. Hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers. Thanks, James.
Alrighty, well, the man of the hour, round 4 race winner, we got Ryan Barber. How you going, Ryan?
Yeah, done right.
Just alright. You come first,
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. It was a good race. Bit difficult to keep the tires on the car, but for the most part, I enjoyed that one.
Well, you started off well. You took pole and you come home in first, so had a pretty good run through the evening race, and even all the boys out there looked pretty good. for the most part of the race, and had 3 cars in the top 5 for plenty of that race. So definitely a strong showing there. We thought that the tides might have been turning for your teammates as well, but unfortunate the way of the race ended for them. But at least you guys got one of your cars on the pole and on the top spot.
Yeah, I mean, Tom joined last minute, and Dad and Adzi did some laps earlier, and I didn't do any practice myself, so it's good to come into this round. I know we were here last season, so I kind of knew what I could achieve, but I just came here with the mindset of saving those tires, run up the front. I didn't want to deal with the aero draft, like the aero wash, sorry. So I kind of just tried to stay up the front there and conserve my tires, even though I was burning more fuel. Just decided to stay up there to save the tires, and it worked out in the end.
Yeah, it was a pretty fast action-packed race for a bit of a change at Indy. So everything wasn't really drawn out like in previous races we've seen, where you get gaps through the field or someone run away on a different strategy, and everything was sort of pretty close there, and obviously hard to save fuel when you're front runner, but it sort of dropped you back a few spots, but you made those up pretty easily, and had a strong car out there all night. So well done on the first place finish here at Indy. We'll let you have a shout to your sponsors.
First of all, I'd just like to thank you guys for running the league. We all know how committed Kobe is to this place, to this league, to the broadcasts. Also with you, Paul and James. So big shout out to you guys for running the league in the first place. I wouldn't have, been able to, jump in, race these boys week to week and have a good time without you guys. I guess I'll thank the sponsors, Mish's Excel Garage, RBI Trading Cards, Sydney Pool Servicing, Beaumont Mechanical, Slacks Creek Carbies, Everything Simulated, Ben Faulkner Media, the boys at the Sun Stars. It's good to always have the boys in chat. We race together, week in, week out, along with all of the other competitors as well. So it's good to jump in to a race with people you're familiar with. So shout out to the whole grid that showed up tonight. We had a few cars tonight. I think by memory there was 27 starters, so big turnout, so congratulations for that. Like to thank my brother. He's been sitting here next to me all night, cheering me on. He was the first one to give me a high five when I won, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to Dad as well, Tom, Adam, Mum for cheering me on. Same with my grandmother up north. I had a shout out to my grandfather too. Obviously he's not here anymore, but I like to dedicate this win to him. We'll keep pushing and try and chase down Ruben.
Easy. Well, shout out to all of them, and once more, well done on first place, your first win and podium for this season. So well done, and hopefully more to come.
Yeah, hopefully I'll give it a crack next week. Ruben's going to be hard to beat. He is pretty much the benchmark at the moment for everyone to chase down. He's won 3 races so far. Don't know, I lost count. So it's going to be good to chase him down, and hopefully we get him at the end.
Yeah, well, we'll move on to next week and we'll see how that plays out. So all the best for next week.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, James. Thanks, Kobe.
Thank you, Ryan. And once more, your podium here for round 4 Indianapolis. Ryan Barber on top, Kate Donnelly in a second, and Ruben Phelps somehow coming back from that first lap black flag to find his way back onto the podium once more. So gift that keeps on giving at the moment for Phelpsy, isn't it?
Yeah, what a comeback drive for the ages, and a lot of his biggest rivals with not so great days either. So that points lead continues to grow, and just what a fantastic race that was. I was not expecting that. They put on a show for the entire 90 laps. Just can we have more of that, like more races like that, please? Because that was phenomenal.
I think that was probably one of my favorite Indy races to have actually broadcast too. Like, it just the racing was pretty good all round, and kept us on the edge of the seat with a lot of door bashing going on back and forth, and it just didn't seem like a typical Indy race for us. It was pretty good to watch. So hopefully everyone at home enjoyed that one as well as much as we did.
Absolutely. And next week we are at Kentucky Speedway, and it is the first TWRS free sub giveaway race to the winner of the next round.
Oh, hey, well, the giveaways started and they're coming for the drivers next week. So shout out to Biggie Bear, who took home that OzWheels car there that Kobe had up for grabs tonight. And if we've got any more through the season, obviously, you've got to be here to win it. So everyone tune into the broadcast, because you never know what might happen. But Kobe in the background, there's plans in the works. So for everyone at home, tune in to Inside Lane Productions. But shout out to our sponsors, United Electrical Essential Solutions UES Group, Everything Simulated, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, and Inside Lane Productions, and BMG Motor Group. So shout out to all of you guys, your sponsors, for helping out with the sponsorship and stuff like that as well. But from the Inside Lane Productions teams, Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, James Watson joining myself in the booth, Paul Jackson, we all wish you a good night, and we'll catch you next week.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This has been tragic.